Hello, everyone. I hope you're keeping cozy this snowy afternoon. Today, we have select board updates, a little bit on the local art scene, and more on this, the Exeter Biweekly Report. I'm Hilary Donnell, and let's get started. The Select Board had a packed agenda on its most recent meeting this April 13th. Let's learn a little bit about what they covered.
Okay, it is 6:35. We have a quorum of the select board. I will now call the meeting to order. As
First on the
chair of
agenda
the
was a
Town of
COVID
Exeter
19
Select Board, I
update
find a
from
duly
Fire
state of
Chief
emergency
Eric
declared
Wilking
by
and
the
Health
governor as a
Officer
result
James
of the
Murray.
COVID-19.
State had 2 days with over 500 each day of positivity over the weekend. Exeter didn't fare much better. I obviously wish the news was better, but in the past week, there have been almost 2,900 cases statewide. Exeter's had 44 cases just in the past week alone.
As of April 19th, the state is opening vaccinations to anyone 16 or older, regardless of residency. So that is going to open up an opportunity for us, especially like the chief said, with our restaurant and hospitality workers in town.
Next up were several project and study updates concerning the Epping Road corridor, Squamsquat sewer siphons project, and Kingston Road sidewalks. A lengthy discussion was had relating to mobile vendors in town as well.
So this is from last week. The town of Exeter's motor vehicle vending section of our commerce regulations may need updating. My office has been receiving complaints regarding motor vehicle vendors occupying prime locations in public spaces that A, take potential clientele away from high rent paying businesses, and B, take up parking space for potential customers. As visibility is one of the main drivers for consumers, Exeter's Economic Development Department has endeavored to find a solution that is fair to rent paying retailers and restaurants and mobile vendors alike. While some have expressed a desire to do away with mobile vending, say for special events, the department feels otherwise. Mobile vending, if equitably managed, can be a good economic driver. The suggestion would be to say, okay, these 6 spaces are for mobile vehicle vendors when they are permitted.
This is about having a specific location that's for multiple food vendors, like the one that you mentioned near the police station, near the police and fire station, or elsewhere. So that's one thing. The location next to the bandstand, I think, is unique. And if we are going to continue to have vendors there, and if you're bringing up that other people are interested in it, then what we need to figure out is, do we rotate?
I'm happy that we're having this conversation because I also agree that I think mobile vendors bring a vitality and different kind of customer to our town. I think it helps businesses. I'm sorry that some of our brick and mortar businesses do not feel that way, but I don't think that we should be excluding any business that wants to come to our town. I also want to point out that townhouse common is rather underutilized. So I love the idea of having, a stage, a permanent stage, things that happen, music there.
Finally, the board rounded out the discussion items with a conversation about Exeter's boards and commissions after receiving correspondence from residents about concerns over the lack of term limits, specifically on the planning board.
To me, it was interesting to kind of reflect on what the board's expectations are, select board's expectations are for our boards and our committees. Obviously the town is best served, I think, when we have a diverse and inclusive group of volunteers. Obviously, our committees work well when we've got experienced people who are tenured, people who have the institutional knowledge and can kind of train some of the new volunteers or.
To be honest, I wasn't aware that we didn't have limits on the number of years that folks could sit on certain committees. And I think that's something that we need to perhaps look into. There's a combination of things. I feel like it gets comfortable. People get very comfortable when they recognize names, that they tend to be, they run unopposed if they're running at all, and other people don't have an idea that those positions are open for the general public.
Well, we just had an opening on the planning board for an alternate that went unfilled for 11 months. And I don't know quite what the balance is of recruiting new people, getting people to volunteer their time.
I just wanted to make the comment that what concerns me most is the way we meet, because the way we meet ends up creating an invisible wall for people like working poor and single parents who couldn't possibly devote this kind of time. So I would love to be part of a solution that makes sure the way we meet is inclusive.
To catch up on this and other recent meetings, head to exeternh.gov/meetings, where you can find links to the agendas, meeting packets, and meeting video. Last week, the Chamber held their community awards, honoring businesses, nonprofits, and individuals in our area. Awards were given for Large and Small Business of the Year, Large and Small Nonprofit of the Year, the new Main Street Award, and more. Exeter TV was honored to receive the President's Award.
It's now my pleasure to award the 2021 President's Award, which recognizes an individual who's made a substantial impact on the Chamber. This year's President's Award winner is Exeter TV. Exeter TV has been a longtime collaborator and partner with the Chamber for many years, promoting our events, sharing our news stories, and including us as a guest for their programming. Whatever we've asked for, Bob Glowacki and his team at Exeter TV are quick to respond and help us. From recording and preparing videos for us to show at our events like this one, to streaming our programs live on their Facebook page and YouTube. They've helped us expand our reach in the Exeter area and are an important partner helping us connect with the community. Please join me in thanking Exeter TV for their many contributions to the Chamber, while Kim brings Bob to the virtual stage.
Hey everybody, really appreciate the award. As you can see, I'm doing double duties here. As you guys are all live on Facebook, YouTube, Channel 98, and Apple TV, Roku, everywhere. So we're just happy, really grateful for this award. Doing this stuff and covering these events, telling the stories in our local communities is what gets us out of bed in the morning. And we're happy to do it and happy to be a part of the Chamber. So once again, thank you so much. And I owe all my credit to my part-time staff who stays up late during all these 200 government meetings last year, which are all virtual, which we've been hosting and making sure government keeps running. And we produced over 150 public access programs, including some Chamber virtual connect sessions and lots of other stuff. So once again, thank you so much for this award, and we really appreciate it.
To watch the whole program, visit our video on demand or YouTube page. Up next, Natasha Staubel with the latest on Art Up Front Street as they prepare for their May Open Studios.
As the weather starts to warm up, Exeter has a number of interesting upcoming art events. The first of the season is May Open Studios at Art Up Front Street. The artists at Art Up Front Street have a variety of work in different mediums, including painting, ornaments, woodworking, jewelry, hand-stitched metal quilts, collage, photography, and more. I met with owner and artist Rose Bryant to talk about the upcoming show.
Art Up Front Street Studios and Gallery Spring Open Studios is 2 days, May 1st and 2nd, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 4 each day. We have 8 studios and 2 guest artists this time, and it's perfect timing for art for Mother's Day and for teacher gifts.
More art updates in the Exeter community coming soon. Be sure to check out the next Exeter TV Exeter Weekly Report for another art update soon.
Up next, Blue Hawk Media with your SAU 16 update. Well, that does it for this week. We'll see you again on April 30th for the next episode of the Exeter Biweekly Report. Thanks for watching, and here's your 4-day forecast. Friday will be rainy, with a high of 41 degrees and a low of 36 degrees. Saturday will be cloudy with a high of 48 degrees and a low of 37 degrees. Sunday will be mostly cloudy with a high of 55 degrees and a low of 38 degrees. Monday will be partly cloudy with a high of 36 degrees and a low of 42 degrees.